So, welcome to today's discussion. Welcome to Beezers, and I'm just going to show you briefly how to solve this question. So, this is a question that we've posted on the WhatsApp group and also on the Telegram group to get you familiar with how the USMLE questions come about. And you need to get constantly comfortable with this kind of questions. Now, when you look at this question, I say, oh, it looks all like, how do I solve this? But having a knowledge of the formulas and what are they asking for can help you solve this successfully every single time. And this is my aim this short time I have with you to show you how you can easily solve this every single time. Now, remember, this is a trial conducted to assess whether the use of statins decreases mortality due to myocardial infarction. So this is the outcome, adverse outcome that we don't want. This is the intervention, right? So keep that in mind. You have a total of 2,000 people that were enrolled. 1,000 people received treatment with statins. 1,000 received placebo. So these are the control. So these are the control people. And we followed this people for a total of 5 years. So these are the results. Very shown in this 2x2 table. Sometimes some questions don't show you a 2x2 table and you have to draw it yourself from picking all the information that they're giving you in the passage. But some like this makes it easy and straightforward. You've already given you a 2x2 table, so you just work with what you've been given already. I will label the 2x2 table that is here so you can get familiar with how to create a 2x2 table. Now, the investigators have calculated that the cost of the drug is $1,000 per patient per year, right? So if the cost of this drug is 1,000 per each patient per year, so you are talking about over a course of 5 years. So you know what that would be now. So one patient will cost about $5,000 since it costs $1,000 per year per patient. So 5 years will be $5,000 for one patient. Just keep that in mind. Now, based on this data, which they've given you, which of the following best represent the cost of the drug to prevent one death due to myocardial infarction over the 5-year period? Now, I'm just giving you this to show you how to solve this particular question. I'm going to show you the options after this so you can have an idea of what the answer will be. So for now, no guesses. Just go with the questions and going how we're going to solve it. Okay, let's dig in. So this is a 2x2 table, and I'm going to just construct the table around it and show you what it means. So this is labeled as your disease side of the table or outcome. Okay. So you have fatal MI, which nobody wants. That's the that's the end point now. Nobody wants that. So you have yes or no, and then you have the intervention, which is right here, treatment. That's intervention. So you have those that got the statins and those that got the placebo. Now the goal of this is to show, okay, 1,000 people got statins. How many of them had MI? How many of them out of these people, out of 1,000 people that had statins, how many of them got a fatal MI? How many? 15 people. And 985 people didn't get myocardial infarction. Placebo means nothing was given, maybe a sugar tablet, just nothing, no intervention really. Just to show you're taking something, but no intervention at all. So these are the control people. 1,000 people also. We found out that out of these 1,000 people, 25 of them had fatal MI, while 975 had no fatal MI. Now, the question is now asking you is this. Based on this data, which of the following best represent the cost of the drug to prevent one death due to MI over a 5-year period? Now, this question is classically asking you about number needed to treat. Number needed to treat. So number needed to treat is the number of patients who need to be treated for one patient to benefit. So it says, which of the following best represent the cost of the drug to prevent one death due to MI? So you need to calculate, okay, now, for me to prevent one death due to MI, how many patients do I need to treat to prevent one death due to MI over a 5-year period? So this is why you need to calculate the number needed to treat. So this question is asking you about how to calculate number needed to treat. Now, what's the formula for calculating number needed to treat? That's what we need to do next. So number needed to treat is equals to number needed to treat is equals to 1 over absolute risk reduction. Does it clear? So that gives you 1 over ARR. Very easy. Now, absolute risk reduction is a formula you also have to be familiar with. Very easy and straightforward, really. Think about it as this. What is the amount of risk that's reduced with statin use compared to using placebo? So that means how much of benefits are you taking statins shown compared to the placebo? So we're going to calculate the risk of having MI when you have a placebo and the risk of having MI with statin use and see if there's any reduction, any difference, there's any impact. So we start with the risk in the control. You always start from the control risk, which is the placebo, control risk, minus the intervention risk. So this way it shows you what is the risk reduction. Is it benefit? Is it very important? Is it very vital? Is it something that is very, as you can see, I already can see that there's not much of a risk. There's not much of a benefit as such. There's some benefit, but not so much. Because for example, imagine if you saw for placebo, you saw 100 people or 200 people had MI and 800 people did not have MI. And then you saw 5 people had MI with statins. That shows like a big difference. But yeah, there's not so much of a gap, but we'll still calculate it anyway. And this is how we calculate it. Remember, this is what? The 2 by 2 table. So you just need to label it A, B, C, D. Simple. So calculate for the placebo component, that's the control risk. So going further, we can see the formula here already. Is basically you're checking what's the risk of MI, of having MI in the placebo C over C plus D over the total. So that's 25 over 1000, right? So we have 25 over 1000 minus in those that use statins now, the intervention arm, 15 over what? The total, 1000. Hope that's clear. And once you do this, you're going to get 0.01. That's going to be your absolute risk reduction. Very, very easy and straightforward. So let me take you back to the options itself in total and also show you what we do next with this formula now. Now, if you look at this, you can already calculate the number needed to treat, but I'll take you further in this. So if the number to treat is 1 over ARL and our absolute risk reduction is 0.01, 1 over 0.01 is equal to what? 100. That's it. Very easy. So that means you need to treat 100 people to prevent 1 MI, 1 myocardial infarction. The question is asking you, what's the cost of the drug to prevent 1 death due to MI? So to prevent 1 death due to MI, you need to treat 100 people. So now, what's the cost of treating 100 people? That's where we're going next. Remember, how much does it cost to treat 1 person? It costs $1,000 per patient per year. So it costs $1,000 USD per patient. That's 100 people. In 1 year, it's going to cost you 100,000. And this study is going to be over 5 years. This is over 5 years now. We're reviewing on over 5 years. What's the impact over the 5 years? So if you're treating all these 100 people for the next 5 years to prevent 1 MI, that's going to give you, this is the cost 500,000 US dollars. Can you imagine that? So I've given you the clue to the answer and I've given you the options already. Can you see the options? See? Very interesting options. But I hope this is very clear and straightforward. If you have any questions, please drop in the comment section below. And this is Beezers. Very easy. You can always join the WhatsApp group. You can also join the Telegram group. And you can also find out about all that we do. You could send an email to beezersconsult at gmail.com. So if you have any questions, any inquiry, always glad to answer your questions. Always glad to help out in any way we can. So this is just an overview of this question. It looks difficult. It looks like, oh, it's tough. It's not really tough. See? I've just broken it down easy for you. Very straightforward. Once you know what they're asking for, it's easier to solve it. And we can do an extra example if I get more comments about, okay, maybe we need an extra example to show. I can do an extra example to show you. If you have an example you've done or anything you're having difficulty with this kind of question number needed to treat, please send it in the comment section. I look forward to hearing feedback and how this has helped you. Thank you for listening.